going on, guys? Welcome back to another prediction video for Backlash of 2016 as I go off camera there, or off screen rather. Hope you like the logo. I'm covering up the beautiful Dean Ambrose's face just a little bit. You got AJ Styles creepily staring at you. It's actually a really cool graphic. So this video is just to give you a quick prediction, or actually this is going to be the long prediction video. In depth, maybe talking about it, probably just under 15 minutes, maybe, hopefully. But Backlash, it's not a very hyped up pay-per-view. I mean, granted, it's only 3 weeks after SummerSlam, the most questionably ending pay-per-view I've ever seen. But nevertheless, I don't think it's going to be a horrible pay-per-view. There's just not a lot of hype. But I think that is why it could be a good pay-per-view, because people aren't expecting much from it. I think from an entertainment standpoint, the match is going to be pretty above average. But from a point of what the WWE is going to do with each match, that is a bigger question. So let's go right down the match card. I got some notes right here on the side of the screen. So the first match, this is in, well, actually, let me give you the order that I think these matches are actually going to happen. So we got the Hype Bros versus the Usos. So what this match is the semifinalists are going one-on-one because American Alpha has the injury, so they will not be competing against Heath Slater and Rhino. And I go injury because it's not a real injury, it's a kayfabe injury. So it makes them seem strong without them having to lose to Heath Slater and Rhino. But I actually think the Usos are going to come out on top because they just had their heel turn, and the WWE is not going to build up all this momentum and flip the universe on its head with the Usos losing a match, even though they lose constantly. But I think that they're going to let it ride right now. Then the next match, I believe, will be The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. And I think that this match it's no question. I think The Miz all day long, like he says, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. I don't think people are saying that they're thinking Daniel Bryan's going to interfere, whatever. Daniel Bryan can't have any physical altercations. If anything, he would come down and just distract The Miz. But either way, The Miz is coming out on top, walking out as champ, no doubt about it. So our next match that is on the roster, I think, is they're not going to waste any time with it. We're going to have Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos, who had actually scratched that. I think they're going to jump in with the Women's Six-Pack Challenge because the WWE wants to have a Women's Revolution, but they're still going to keep them mid-card, to be honest. But I'd be okay with this match being the main event, to be honest, because I am most hyped about this match. But for anyone who lives under a rock, the match is Alexa Bliss versus Carmella versus Becky Lynch versus Naomi versus Natalya and versus Nikki Bella. So it's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I believe that's what they're calling it. I'm not entirely sure. But I think this is going to be an interesting match. It's the first ever six-pack women's challenge. Or women's match, whatever. From what I understand, pretty sure that's in pretty much like a battle royal. Maybe it's an elimination match. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I believe it is. But I think it's going to come down to Becky Lynch walking out as the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. That's just how I do it. I got straight fire all the way, near and dear to my heart. The other contenders people are talking about, Naomi, Natalya, and Nikki Bella. I don't want to see Nikki Bella again as champ. Natalya, I don't know why she's awful. And Naomi, I could get behind. No pun intended. But Becky Lynch and Naomi would be ideal champs. So then the next match after that, give them some downtime, would probably be Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt instead of the championship match. This one will either be the tag match or Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Depends on how much they want to hype up the match, depending on how the pay-per-view is probably lagging. I don't know. But we'll go with Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. This match is going to be interesting because both superstars need to win, because Bray Wyatt hasn't really won a match or won a high level match in a while, and Randy Orton just got his head busted open at SummerSlam. But I'm going to go with my boy, Randy Orton, going to come out on top over the Eater of Worlds. Viper all day long, hit him with the RKO out of nowhere. Got to go with it. And then second, this is why I think Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt will be second match. But anyways, it's the tag match, Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos. Who do I think is going to win that? Who do I think and who I want are very different. Who I think is going to win is going to be the Usos, because Heath Slater and Rhino are going to have some sort of debacle. They're going to mess something up. Who I want to win is going to be Heath Slater and Rhino, because they just, I think they need to get rid of the whole free agent thing. From an entertainment standpoint, Heath Slater and Rhino will be good tag champs. They're going to lose to American Alpha in the future, no duh, obviously, but it would be nice to get rid of this whole free agent thing with Heath Slater for right now. But then again, the Usos could win. That match is honestly probably the most, like, which way is the WWE going to go type of match. Are they going to push the Usos, who's going to lose to American Alpha, or... And that, like, it's kind of hard to say. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think that match will be interesting to watch. That's really it. Hopefully it's actually a decent match. I mean, so far, I don't personally enjoy watching Uso matches, but maybe that's just me. And I'm not a fan of the Usos. I'm not on the Uso train. But, so then finally the main event, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles for the WWE World Championship. This should be interesting. I'm going to go with AJ Styles. I want Dean Ambrose to win, but AJ Styles needs to be the champion at some point. And from what I understand, Vince McMahon is not happy with him because of what happy with Dean Ambrose because of what he said on Stone Cold podcast. I'm not sure if he's still unhappy with him, but I know that was at that time. But I do believe that Dean Ambrose will lose the match. I hope he doesn't, but it could be interesting. People are thinking John Cena's gonna show up. No. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. If John Cena were to show up, it would only be to start a feud with The Undertaker. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's a 6-card matchup. That's my order. As I had said, it's gonna start with Hype Bros versus the Usos, Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, Women's 6-pack, Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, Tag Team Championships, and WWE World Championships. Realistically, the Women's Championship should be right before the World Championship if they want to solidify how they're better, if not the same, than the men superstars. Because, I don't know, I think the 6-pack challenge will be the match of the night. I really do. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just hoping that it will be, but I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you agree or whatever. I know this is right before the pay-per-view starts. That's why I try to do these things. I just want to get all my viewpoints out there so people know what I'm looking at. I'm excited about this pay-per-view. It snuck up on us, but I don't think it's going to be entirely awful. I've learned that if you go into things expecting very little, you come out kind of surprised and satisfied. Story of my life. Anyways, okay, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, comment, whatever. Watch my other videos. Check me out on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/NLH555. That is my Twitter right there as well. But yeah, adios.